video. I'm gonna open 10 of my blockbuster llamas. I can open right now at this point. I have 9.5k. Opening 10 of them is gonna be 5k, so I can almost open 20 of them. I'm just gonna open 10. I'm gonna see if I can save them for the next event. I have almost everything from this event, but I also want to talk about, general gameplay. Generally, there's not a lot of issues playing with people. I follow a rule of thumb that says if you can't solo a mission at that power level, you should not be complaining if you're playing with others on a higher level mission, however they play, as long as you get it done. I can honestly solo a 58 with just basic 360 trap setup. 64s and 70s, they take a lot, but I can solo them. I soloed a 64, delivered the bomb last night because nobody was joining. Honestly, I was almost destroyed by the end because masters get to be too much in canny, but it don't matter. Point is, I played a mission not that long ago with this one guy that his game style is to go into the spawn zone and kill everything that, all the zombies as they come up, which is fine. I do that sometimes when I feel like just shooting my eyes out with a hacksaw, like wasting 2,000-3,000 bullets. I don't mind doing it. But sometimes when I build a fort, I like to stay behind the fort, shoot whatever slips past the people at the spawn points, and rebuilding whatever's get damaged. And in this last match, this one guy started being aggressive to the fort because I was hanging back on a level 23. It was a level 23 or 64, I can't remember. Point is, it was an easy mission for me that I could do, and I was just hanging back because honestly there's really no need to go up there to the spawn point. It was a 23 Plankerton for 35 V-Bucks. That's what we were doing. Yeah, I can solo that mission with pyramid and just shoot it with my hacksaw, and that's all I need on top of the pyramid. I've done it. I can do a video about it if you guys want to see that. But 23 is nothing. And he started destroying the fortress and started saying he was going to report me, and it's one of those things where it's annoying that if you have no manners in a gameplay, if you can't handle playing with other people in their own play style, like I honestly don't care if you go to a spawn point or you stay behind and heal, as long as you're helping out, it don't matter. It's all part of the team. If we fail the mission, we fail together. If we pass the mission, we pass together. That's how I see it. So depending on how people are doing. Nice. Yeah, Plankerton, it's one of those things. When I play Plankerton, I stick to the lowest level I could, just to get the missions done, just to get ahead. Once you get into canny, you get additional survivors to equip on your squad right here, your squad. And the more survivors you can equip on your squad, the higher your power level is. What people don't understand is that every level of this guy's, like this guy's giving me 35 points, is the equivalent of unlocking on your skills 35 points worth of this things right here. That's the equivalent of doing a survivor to this. So you want to make sure you're leveling up your survivors as much as you can, because up here, look at this. Once you get to the skill to the tier 4, skills are worth 4,000 research points. It takes about 24 hours to get that many research points. So you're able to buy one of these upgrades every 24 hours, and it's only giving you 8 points every 24 hours, whereas your squad, every time you level them up, you automatically get an additional boost to your stats. My fortitude currently stands at 1227, my offense at 1099, and that's really what changes the power level on your weapons. This is what I was talking to people about, that my 82 Nocturno does 14,000 on me, but on somebody power level 30 it's only gonna do 5,000. So it's try to stick with the mission power levels that you can do. That way you're not over wasting your bullets, you're not over stressing yourself about what you're doing. It's fun to play the game and challenge yourself a little bit. That's why I do solo storm shield defenses. I tried to do Plankerton 9 after 7 and 8, and I kind of fell. They came from a side I hadn't really defended, and I kind of fell miserably on that one. But that's where I have fun at in the storm shields. That's where I go solo, whether I go all out shooting or defend it. I tried to shoot, and it's just too many zombies for one person. So I'm gonna go back in, set up some traps, and then do 9 and 10. But when you're doing missions, honestly guys, as long as you're helping out, if you go around the level and turn on all the violence while somebody else builds, if you stay behind and heal the fortress, set up traps, set up walls whenever something gets broken down, You don't have to be out there shooting. You don't have to be out there doing the killing of the zombies. Everything helps, honestly. You're just trying to stop the zombies from destroying your fortress. You're trying to pass the mission just to get the rewards. And a lot of the times when missions are fail is when I'm up at the front lines killing zombies, and the person staying behind is not healing, it's not doing the job that it's supposed to be doing, and we fail miserably because I lose track of the objective, because I'm getting 6,000-7,000 combat points in those missions because there's so many zombies. My hacksaw is not even enough. I'm shooting 500 bullets non-stop before I have to reload with 3 hacksaws, and still not enough in those missions, high power level. And when I stay behind on the same power level missions and I'm healing walls and shooting, I get a combat point of 3,000-4,000, but we pass the mission. And like I said, fighting is not important. What's important is passing the mission. This stuff. No, I didn't, just because, you know, it got one of those things. Somebody got scammed on the thing, and it was a little bit of an issue going on with that, and I wanted to make like a random thing, and people wanted, you know, they were asking me for invites, and I want to keep it random. And I feel like if I keep it random after people ask for, you know, if people request to be invited, people that request are gonna feel bad if I do it randomly. But you know, that's why I haven't really done it. I feel bad doing it now because so many people were asking me to just do it, like, and there are people that I've given guns to, there are people that I hang out with sometimes, so I wanted to be fair with new people, but I can't be fair to new people, and I can't be fair to the people I know if I do it that way. So, you know, unless I can find a way of like maybe do it all day long so everybody gets some, then I feel bad doing it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Well, I did, but like I said, you know, if everybody wants basically a gun every day, when I do that, everybody I know, I'm gonna need a lot of gun materials, and getting into Twine Peaks has been such a tough thing this past 2 weeks. I am currently doing 64 missions. I'm 2 missions away, 2 quests from doing Storm Shield 5. And it just seems like such a chore because I'm falling behind in other stuff I'm supposed to be doing too, like in real world stuff. And I need to see if I can find a group of people so I can rush into Twine Peaks, because level 70 missions are going to be super tough. There's about 18 to 20 missions that you have to do before you get to the next Storm Shield, and level 64s has been really tough, but I'm on the last 5. Wait, no, there's like more than 20, because there's 3 missions per quest, and there's like 10-12 quests, I believe. If you go to Reddit, they have a website on Reddit where they have the list of all the missions you have to do before you get into Storm Shield defense. I've been relying on that to try to like power through it, but it's so tough, man. I spend a quarter of my time farming, and it's just most missions I'm the only one building, nobody else builds, so it's taking more than I can farm, honestly. And I'm also behind on Battle Royale. I'm barely level 55. I was trying to get to 80 for Omega, but I think I'm just gonna stay at 55. Otherwise, if I spend more time on Battle Royale, I'm not gonna spend more time on this one, and I'm falling behind on this one as it is. I mean, I already got the skins, I just wanted to get the lights, but according to the website, I'm only about 35% of the way to level 80, and in 2 weeks there's no way I'm gonna get to level 80 unless I just play 24/7. And then on the skills, I don't know if you guys are aware, but you get to equip additional survivors. You get 1 on each branch per skill tree, basically. And also on this one, you get 1 per branch, basically. That one, that one, that one, that one. If anything, the most important things to unlock is your survivor, so you can just equip them. Don't even worry about the rest of the stuff. Survivors give you the most amount of boost for the amount of points you have to spend on them. Just move quickly as you can into the survivor. Don't worry about anything else, like I said. That's what I'm gonna do. I worry about tech first, then I worry about resistance, then I worry about offense, and then I worry about health. Reason being is because your tech will have your traps do more damage. It will have your guns do more damage. The little turrets that you throw in the air, the teddy bear if you use an outlander, the nuclear bomb, the airstrike, this gives that more power, so you do more damage with those. And then resistance is so you can get hit more, basically. Like if I go into a candy level mission now, I don't take as much damage as I used to, just because my resistance got up. If your resistance low, and that's where you check in your squad, survivor squad, that's where it tells you like your stats. If that's low, you're gonna take way more damage than you should. And honestly, that's the one thing you have to worry about the most. Honestly, survivors, that's the most important thing. That will get your level up higher. That will get everything up higher, because when your level goes up, your stats go up a little bit too, on top of whatever you're increasing in here. So you really want to get those survivors in there as quickly as you can and level up those survivors. It doesn't matter what color they are, just level them up, and then with time just improve them. There's plenty of missions later on that give you survivors. They are, let me see, once you get to the power level that you can do, there's missions that give you schematics, gold schematics. There are missions that give you epic survivors. You get legendary drops and missions random. Oh, this one right here has a survivor, a lead survivor. What is it? It's an epic lead survivor, but you know, if you don't have an epic lead, if you're missing an epic lead, that's a good place to get it. When they put them in the stores that people recommend buying them at, they are 250 gold. And if you do the math, 250 gold is doing the Chrome Husky 5 times, so you could get that in 5 missions, or doing a mission that gives you additional gold. But either way, when you get it out of a mission, you get $250 gold worth of a survivor. So you know, it makes it worth it, just so you can get better survivors. You want to make sure that you're trying to match them up personality wise. If your lead is pragmatic and he's a doctor, so you get additional boost. Make sure everybody else is pragmatic in the team. You get, I think it's like 8 points or something like that. But if I were to change this guy to, see how that changes. My main guy right there is 114. He goes down to 106. So I'm not getting that much. I'm just getting an additional 8 points just by having a match in personality. But that's 8 points per guy that you're getting an additional boost in your stats. And if you do remember correctly, you get 8 points in the skills tree when you're buying one of those for 4,000 points. So getting 8 points just for matching personality makes it completely worth to try to match them up as good as you can. That's one thing I've noticed people don't really pay attention to. They don't really match him up. And I know it's tempting to try to just get him in there and try to get the level up as high as you can, or match a shield bonus or trap bonus, but I feel like you get the most amount of points by just increasing your skill points a little bit. Like 8 points per guy, it's a big boost, especially when you have all 8 of them in here. That's an additional 64 points. That's like 8 additional skill trees tiers that you don't have to buy, and you get them additionally per squad, and that's in every single squad. So make sure that you're matching your personality type as much as you can. If you have to change survivors, like I have, and I think I have an engineer in gold. Yeah, I do, but I don't have any gold guys that will match with her, so I'm not gonna get those additional points. I don't see the benefit in putting her right now, just because I don't have a lot of golds. I'm already breaking the rule with this guy over here, just because I didn't have any golds for this guy either, and this is the only gold guy I have in that. So I'm getting more points because they're all legendaries, but I'm not getting a boost. Let me see. And I don't have anybody that would match those guys. That's why I haven't done that. Nice. Yeah, the tiers, if you need help with the weekly challenges, I can help you with that. I know where the stuff is at. The ones I had a little more struggle with was the specific killing sites, because in Lucky Landings almost never landed, or the people that did land were better than me, honestly. Which is not hard to do. But I know where the landing locations are if you're needing those things. I mean, I'm probably not gonna get to 80, but I still play Battle Royale to see if I can get to 65. Maybe get carbide lights. Yeah, if you want to send me an invite for Battle Royale, I'm gonna stop broadcasting. I just wanted to broadcast because I want to point that out, that if you're the type of player that goes into the spawn points and there's all the shooting, that's awesome. If you're the type of player that then stays behind and rebuilds walls, heals walls, shoots zombies, that's awesome. But please don't be that kind of guy that rushes into the spawn point and then gets angry at everybody else that is not doing it. In my previous video, when I started posting it, I was a little mad at the guy for destroying the stuff, but you know, he's rather new. He has a completely different play style, and honestly, I don't know if he's gonna realize that this game is more than just out there shooting, but hopefully he does, because he is in like entry-level canny, and it gets super hard to get past that point if you don't get into the habit of building and rebuilding whatever comes your way, especially 64 and 70 cannies, unless you are super overpowered, and then you can just blow them down. But anyways, I'm gonna stop broadcasting. Send me an invite for Battle Royale, and we can get the locations, whatever you're needing. I'm gonna stop that.